What is going on, Bull Nation? This is LaserBolt coming at you with another video. As you guys know, Iron Banner is making its return to Destiny 2, and if you haven't had a chance to hop on in the game, Iron Banner is back. But when it comes back, it also comes with weapons, and one of the biggest problems that you're going to be facing is knowing which weapon is good, which weapon is bad. And now that we have different sets of roles, knowing which roles are perfect for that specific weapon is going to be key to determining if you should dismantle it or if you should keep this weapon. So in today's video, I'm going to break down all the weapons that you're going to be able to obtain for Iron Banner this time around. What are the best perks, which is the best weapon, and which one do I recommend to be the #1 weapon you should be chasing for this time that Iron Banner is back. So let's go ahead, dive into this video, and find out which weapon is the God role. Alright, so let's start off with the first one, called the Talons of the Eagle, which is a scout rifle that comes with a whole sort of assortment of perks. But let's talk about the time to kill, rate of fire, impact, and all that stuff first, and then we'll go ahead and go into the perks and all that fun stuff. So impact, we have 67, rate of fire 150, range 71, stability 36, reload speed 39, handling 33, aim assist 30 with a magazine size of 14. The time to kill on this weapon is 0.8 with 3 critical shots and 2.0 seconds with 6 body shots. So crit shots are going to make this important in order for you to actually get this done. This weapon has a lot of pros and a lot of cons. It comes with the pros, of course. It has a really good time to kill, especially if you're landing those high shots. It has a really good range, it gives you that good ability to actually fight enemies from for long distance. The only drawbacks that I see here are the stability and the reload speed, and of course the magazine size, which is one of my pet peeves, especially on scouts. Plus, it also comes with a really bad aim assist, and that magazine size being low, it makes me a little bit sad to see that this one doesn't have a little bit maybe more magazine size or just more aim assist. Now, of course, the perks that I'm going to recommend, these are my personal favorite perks, especially for scout rifles. So let's talk off with the barrels. Of course, the polygonal rifling, that's going to be my #1. As far as the magazine, you're going to want to definitely do high caliber rounds. And for trait #1 and 2, on #1 you want Outlaw, and for trait #2, Explosive Payload. You could maybe get Rampage, but Explosive Payload would be my #1 to go perk. At #2, let's talk about the Pulse Rifle, the Claws of the Wolf, which I love the name. Now, this weapon is actually pretty interesting because it comes with a decent amount of good stats. Rate of fire 540, impact 23, range 41, stability 45, reload speed 34, handling 29, aim assist 78, recoil direction 53, and the magazine size of 33. Now, the time to kill on this weapon is 0.8 with 9 crit shots and 1.47 with 15 body shots. So really good kind of time to kill. The good thing I like about this weapon, or the pros about this weapon, is the ability of how high the aim assist is. It's at a whopping 78. Now, the only problem that I have with this weapon is the stability perks and the reload speed. Now, granted, you could put a perk right there to kind of hinder both of those, either the stability or the reload, which would make it a really viable weapon. Now, do keep in mind, guys, this pulse rifle is different than probably other pulse rifles you have used, because this is a rapid firing pulse rifle. We've seen this in the past in D1, and they're actually they were pretty viable. Unfortunately, this one right here is not. I really don't like it that much. If you do get the God roll, which is the Outlaw and Kill Clip, I would actually keep that one in case we ever get a buff to this sort of archetype of weapon, and just place it in your vault. It's always best to have the weapon in case it gets a buff, and if you already have the God roll, you don't have to go be looking for another God roll whenever it comes back. So definitely, if you get the God roll for this one, which would be Outlaw and Kill Clip, put it in the vault and save it for when it gets a buff, if it does end up getting a buff. Next up, guys, we have a submachine gun called the Breath of the Dragon. Now, this is actually pretty interesting. I've been wanting to get a really good submachine gun, especially with the new weapons that have coming out. I've been searching back and forth, going back with different weapons, but let's talk about this one, the Breath of the Dragon. So this one comes with the following stats. It comes with the rate of fire of 900, impact 15, range 32, stability 47, reload speed 33, handling 66, aim assist is 50, recoil direction 93, and magazine size of 30. Of course, this does come with really good pro that the handling is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, the only problem with this weapon it's the magazine size and the impact that it has when you're actually shooting enemies from far with its range. Now, you could do a little bit of the perks that I'm going to mention, and this should actually help you out with the range. So let's dive into the perks I recommend. Of course, for your barrel, you're definitely going to want to go with hammer fortune on this one. It's definitely the best one out of all of them. Magazine, I would definitely go with light mag for this one. As far as the trait 1 and the trait 2, definitely go with send moment, and for trait number 2, you can't go wrong with kill clip. Those would be the god roll for me. This weapon is kind of interesting. I'm not too much of a big fan of submachine guns, and I'm trying to actually fall in love with them because they were in a good state prior. So I hope that we get a really good one, because I'm really looking forward to actually picking up this type of gun. But let me know, what do you guys think? Have you guys loving the submachine guns? If you are, which is your personal favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, guys, the weapon that a lot of people are going to be kind of really interested in is the sniper rifle, which is called Bite of the Fox. Now, this is going to be going in your kinetics, and let's take a look at the stats on this one. We have pretty much the rate of fire is 72. We have impact at 90, range 73, stability 28, reload speed 32, handling 32, inventory is 38, aim assist is 41, and it comes with a magazine size of 3. The big pros on this one is how big and how well the range is on this one. Comes with a very nice good amount of range at 73. The disappointment that I have with this one is the reload speed and the low amount of aim assist, but we're going to actually incorporate a couple perks that should help us better that aim assist just a tad bit. For the barrel, I will go with fluted barrel. For the trait number 1, of course, I will go with Snapshot Sight. Now, the reason why I go with Snapshot Sight is because this kind of gives you a little bit of aim assist, not only in PvP, but a little bit in PvE, but mostly you're going to be using this one, primarily the Snapshot Sight, in PvP aspects. Now, of course, for trait number 2, we're going to have two sorts of perks. One's going to be PvP focused, one's going to be PvE focused, depending on what type of weapon you want to have. If you want to have a PvP weapon or a PvE. So for god rolls for this one, definitely trait number 1, snap sights, definitely always going to be my number 1 priority. And for trait number 2, if you're more into PvP, opening shot is definitely the one you want to go with. And if you're more into PvE, then box breathing would be your number 1 option. Now, this one's actually a really good sniper. I would definitely pick this one up. Not only is it viable for PvP, but also viable for PvE. So if you're trying to find a sniper that you can actually swap different weapons from, then this is definitely one you should be chasing for this time that Iron Banner is out. Now, if I had to pick a weapon that you should definitely dismantle once you get, is the one we're going to be taking a look at right now, and that is the grenade launcher. Unfortunately, I'm very saddened to see how bad this grenade launcher is. Now, it's called Swarm of Ravens. Now, I was really looking forward to this grenade launcher kind of having something really interesting and different than other grenade launchers, but unfortunately this one's really bad, guys. So the thing comes with a fire rate of 150, blast rate is 15, velocity 54, stability 29, reload speed 29, handling 26, aim assist 27, inventory 31, and the magazine size of 5. The good thing about this one, it has a fast rate of fire. It's above average, the majority of them. Unfortunately, it has so many cons that I'm not even going to go into too much detail. One thing I suggest, if you see this coming up in your inventory, just definitely go ahead and dismantle it. Unless you love grenade launchers and you want to test them out, let me give you a couple perks you might want to take into consideration. So we have for the perks, of course, for your barrel, volatile launch, definitely the one you're going to want to go with. Magazine proximity grenades. For trait number 1, it doesn't have anything good, to be honest, but if you had to pick one, I would definitely go with field prep. And for trait number 2, definitely go with a Genesis. That's the ones I would pick. Unfortunately, this is not something that you should definitely be looking out for. It's just definitely something that you might as well just dismantle as you get it when it comes into your inventory. Now it's time for the big kahuna, guys. This is the weapon that everybody and their mama should be chasing for, because this weapon right here, guys, is going to be your go-to rocket launcher when it comes for PvP and also PvE. Maybe not too much for PvP, but definitely for PvE. This rocket launcher is amazing, and if you roll the god roll on this one, you have yourselves an amazing rocket launcher. Let's talk a little bit about the rocket launcher called the Roar of the Bear, and boy does it roar. because we have rate of fire 15, blast radius a whopping 95. Yes, guys, it's almost at 100. Velocity 43, stability 61, reload speed 41, handling 68, inventory is 38, and it comes with one magazine per round. Now, the biggest thing to take about this, and the biggest pro, of course, is the big blast radius. Not only that, but it comes with good stability and really good high handling that you're definitely going to want to take into consideration, especially when you're losing a rocket. Unfortunately, the rate of fire and the velocity are a little bit below average, but these could definitely be compensated with different perk slots that we could use in our perk slots. So for Sight, you're going to definitely go with quick launch. This is my favorite one, especially for every rocket launcher. You want to have that quick launch activated. For the magazine, high velocity rounds, this is definitely going to be something that you're definitely going to want to have. Of course, for trait number 1, it comes with tracking. Whoop, whoop, tracking. And for trait number 2, out of you get so many to pick from, but you don't even have to look at anyone. One you want to pick is cluster bombs. Now, if you guys remember the rocket launcher that we had prior to Forsaken Sins of the Past, well, this baby right here is the one that's going to be replacing that one, because this is going to knock the park out of anything that you encounter in PvE. Even Raven won't be able to handle the bear. So that's what we have, guys. This is the one I highly recommend you guys should definitely be gunning for. If you want to play Iron Banner and you're looking for a weapon to grind for, this is definitely the one. And there you guys have it, guys. Those are the best perks you could pick up for the weapons that are coming into Iron Banner. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, do me the huge favor, guys. Drop a like, share this video with your friends, because it does help me out a lot. And don't forget, guys, for all things Destiny 2, make sure you keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.